Charles, New York by a score of 5-2. Adirondack, the top team in the Northern Division with a record of 9-4, and they have 18 points. And the best record right now in the American Hockey League. Sherbrooke played in Maine last night, and the Mariners beat them by a score of 5-1. Rochester also lost its second game of the season on Friday night, losing to the Moncton Golden Flames at Rochester in overtime by a score of 5-4. So Rochester's record now 7-2-1, and that's good to see. They have cooled off a bit and certainly are beatable. They have 15 points. Baltimore wins tonight. The Jacks will only be 5 points behind the Emerks, pending the outcome of their game as they host Fredericton tonight at the Rochester War Memorial. It's Jeff Cooper in the nets tonight for the Skipjacks, and Steve Carlson, Roger Belanger, and Tom Ralston up front for the Skipjacks.
All right, are you ready?
All right, Gans and Carlson moving in out of the center circle. Robbie Schick, the referee, just about set to drop the puck. They're moving in. Puck drop. We are underway in period number 1 from Baltimore. And off the face-off. Here's Carlson now. Lost the disc. Taken by Randy Heath. Back to defenseman Jim Weimer. His slap shot from center. Sticked aside by Cooper. Now Gans will fire the puck behind the Baltimore goal. In the near corner. Heath centers. And Walker couldn't get a shot away. Puck picked up by Phil Bork. Moving up the left wing boards. Now they got loose puck in the slot. There's a drive right on. Saved by Cooper. Rebound goes above the goal mouth. Great save in front by Jeff Cooper on Jordy Walker. Now in the slot, Phil Bork will take over and deflect the puck to center. It's picked up there by Belanger. Now checking him, Dave Gans. They jam up. Randy Heath will grab the loose puck and backhand it wide of the Skipjacks goal. All right, Charlesworth now. Feed it up ice to Tom Ralston. Here's Ralston now skating through center ice. Long slap shot from outside the blue line. Knocked down by Scott. He'll leave it off for Steve Toot. It's clear to the line and now outside the line. Back to center. Greg Hotham back to get it. All right, down the right winger comes Carlson now with the puck. Cutting in, side of the goal. Shot save in front. Loose puck down. Nolan couldn't jam it in. Great setup. Carlson in front to Nolan. And a great save by Scott. Now Rowe with the puck. Getting it back at the point to Lamoureux. His shot through traffic is way wide. And the puck picked up by defenseman Steve Toot. The line not out. Hotham trying to keep it in down the right wing boards and does so. Richmond now fighting for the puck. He'll grab it, clear it all the way down ice. Back to get it now, Mike Rowe. He touches, and we have an icing call here against New Haven. Fredericton at Rochester and Moncton playing in Nova Scotia. We'll certainly keep our eye on those scores for you. Face off to the left of Ron Scott, right wing circle in the New Haven end. And off the draw, the Nighthawks poke at the center. Richmond and Rowe collide. Richmond goes off the puck. It's back into Baltimore territory. Now Nolan looking for the puck. It's sent right wing to DeFazio. Kicked the puck into the New Haven end. Here's DeFazio now, checked in the near corner by Ken Hammond. They jam up, right wing corner, New Haven end. Here's Lamoureux trying to dig it out. Finally, it sent to center by New Haven. The Jacks go back to get it now at their own blue line. Rowe feed it up ice to Lamoureux. He'll deflect it in wide of the New Haven goal. Up on the far board, here's Dave Nichols. He is checked. Now it goes back behind the New Haven net. And Hammond will pick it up. At the right point, gave it right to Gorge. His drive, and it went through traffic, and the stop made there by Scott. Now there's a poke by DeFazio. He can't get it in. Back at the right point, Gorge holding it in. Dumping it back behind the New Haven net. Toot and the far corner, lined up by DeFazio, and DeFazio runs him into the boards. What a check by DeFazio. Toot able to get the puck down ice. It's back in the Jacks territory. Now Brennan Steele trying to set up Nichols in front, broken up. Now Nichols goes behind the net. Here's Dave Nichols with the puck now. In the slot, he's tripped up. We got a penalty coming up here against the Skipjacks. As Dave Nichols tripped up in the Baltimore end. And a penalty coming up here to Baltimore. 17-17 to go here in period 1. Nighthawks set to go to work on the power play. We have no score, and this is Tim Donnelly back with you at the Baltimore Civic Center. The Jacks penalty. Wally Weir off for tripping at 2:43. Here come the Nighthawks now into Baltimore territory. At the point, Ken Hammond in the right wing circle. Shot Cooper the save there. Walker looking for the rebound, but Cooper covers up. Randy Heath took that shot from the top of the right wing circle And Cooper made a nice stick save and then alertly covered up on the rebound. And so we'll get a face-off in the right wing circle of Skipjacks territory. 16:59 to play here in period 1, and we have no score from the Civic Center. Junior Briaco sending out Steve Carlson and Colin Chin on the penalty killing unit. Off the draw, here's Hotham swinging up the near horn to Chin, and he backhands it back into New Haven territory. And the Nighthawks have to go back to get it. Defenseman Ken Hammond with the puck. Now swinging up right side. Gans over the line to Heath. Now back for Gans. He'll shoot it back into Baltimore territory. Bork grabs it. Gave it right in the slot. There's a drive. A bouncing puck knocked down in front by Colin Chin. Off the shot by Ken Hammond. Now Heath and Hammond battle for it near corner. Now they got Walker's side of the goal. Here's Gordy Walker now trying to slide it in front. Can't do it. Hotham poke check the puck away. Walker gets it back. Behind the goal to Heath. Back for Walker near corner. Walker again back behind the goal to Heath. Heath now, side of the Baltimore goal. At the left point to Hammond. Hammond now at the right point. Back to Hammond. Now top of the left wing circle. Here's Walker with the puck again. Walker hounded by Carlson's got the puck. Heads down the left wing boards. Now at center point. Hammond, the drive. Here it comes. Cooper knocks it down. Rebound, Walker shot. And that whistled wide of the net. At the right point, Weimer will hold it in now for New Haven. Top of the right wing circle to Randy Heath. Center point to Weimer. Here comes the drive. He missed the goal. And Bork will grab the puck and fire it back to center. 24 seconds left on the penalty to Wally Weir. Baltimore, excellent penalty killing here. Early moments, period 1. Weimer now with a puck. Up ice to Brian Erickson, formerly of the Capitals and Binghamton. Now here's a blind pass by Bobby Giel. Erickson now breaks in over the line. Bugsy Erickson now with a puck. Top of the left wing circle. Get it behind the goal, but intercepting that, Charlesworth. He clears it up near boards. Now back at the left point. Feltrin a shot. Cooper sticks it aside. Up into the crowd. Simpson and Mike Rogers for the face-off. It's set down the left wing boards. Feltrin comes in. Takes a hit from Phil Bork. Lost the puck. Jacks will try to work it out. Simpson off the board. It's held in, however. Along the far boards, holding that puck in, Rob Whistle. Now Simpson with the puck, just backhands it off the wood at center. And back to the New Haven line. Feltrin now has got the puck. Cody Feltrin now in his own zone. The former Baltimore Skipjack and Pittsburgh Penguin to Mike Rogers. And he'll slap it in left wing corner. Baltimore in. It rolls behind the goal. And Cooper setting it up there for Phil Bork. And now a lead pass out on center ice. With the puck, here comes Simpson with Risling. Simpson moving in the shot. And Whistle got a stick on that puck to deflect it up into the crowd. And now there is doing better. Certainly our prayers are with him and her and his family in this situation. And Gene just flying back right before the game tonight and back behind the bench for the Skipjacks. All right, the Nighthawks clear the puck back to center. Here's Rob Whistle now in his own zone. Swinging up left side, out of the reach of Nick Fotillo to roll deep in Baltimore territory. And now Charlesworth clears the puck up the center of the ice. This will be icing here. And back deep to get it now for the New Haven Nighthawks is Tony Feltrin. He touches. And icing coming up here against the Skipjacks. Tim Nanelli back live at the Civic Center. At the left point, Wally Weir with a shot. And Scott didn't see it. Fortunately for New Haven, it went wide. And now the Nighthawks break out. Here comes Fotillo. And over the Baltimore line, down the right wing, Nick Fotillo. Wrist shot right on. Cooper will stop it. And he'll cover up there for the faceoff. Nick Fotillo. Always a leader in penalty minutes on whatever team he plays for. Not leading the Nighthawks, however. That belongs to Al Tuer, but he's been recently recalled by Los Angeles. He played last night in the Kings 8-1 victory over Hartford. But Fotillo, a pretty tough customer. All right, puck dropped, and Wally Weir's got it now. Behind his own goal, up to Belanger. He'll loft the puck just outside the line. It's brought back in by Peter Sawkins. That's an offside call against New Haven. Right now, the Nighthawks have Marty Dahlman at center. Dan Brennan on the left wing. He's a good one. And on the right side, Dave Nichols, one of the few black players in professional hockey. And we haven't seen Nichols yet this season or in past seasons. But he will join Val James of St. Catharines as one of the 2 players in the American League. Matter black. Puck back at the New Haven blue line and taken by Jim Weimer. He gave it right to Wally Weird center. Weird tried to set up Carlson into the New Haven end, but that play broken up. Now down the right wing, Marty Dahlman a shot from the right wing circle. Cooper kicked that up. Hotham now trying to work the puck out of the Baltimore end. Gets it up to Carlson. His right wing pass to Belanger, just broken up at the last moment by Jim Weaver. And now Belanger will send in Carlson into New Haven territory. On the right wing boards, puck dug out by Jim Weimer. He starts back 3-on-2. Weimer now into Baltimore territory. Right side to Nichols, but the pass went behind him. Nichols gets it back, trying to center one. It's tipped right on by New Haven's Marty Dahlman, and Cooper makes that stop. That hangs on for the faceoff. It's a tough little line for the Skipjacks. A lot of muscle there, even with Mitch. All right, puck is dropped. Nolan tied up Randy Heath, and it squirts back into New Haven territory. The Nighthawks have to go back to get it. Ken Hammond now in his own zone, banging off the wood up front to Dave Gans. Across the Jacks line, his wrist shot. Cooper will stick it aside. It rolls to the near corner. Gans now behind the goal for Heath. He sends the puck in front to Walker, and his swipe at it was stopped by Cooper. Now they jam up behind the Baltimore net, and the puck caught beneath one of the Skipjacks down there. Looks like Dean DeFazio, and we'll get the whistle here. The faceoff coming up in Jacks territory. We have no score with 12:09 to play here from the Civic Center in period number 1. A hockey night in Baltimore. All right, Gans will face it off now with Lamoureux to the left of Cooper in the right wing circle. And they're moving in. Puck drop. Puck squirts to the far corner. Charlesworth's after it there. Checked by Gans. Now Lamoureux comes in to fight for the puck with Walker. It's still loose behind the Baltimore goal. Now Mitch with a good hustle comes in to take it away. Up the right wing boards for DeFazio. Now back for Lamoureux. He comes back 2-on-2 with Nolan. Into the zone. In the slot for Nolan. The slap shot. It was deflected wide there by Lamoureux. Now behind the goal. A big pile up there. Hammond, Nolan, and DeFazio. Now Dino hits Gans in the near corner. DeFazio digs it out. Back at the right point to Bork. Here comes the drive. It's tipped on. Scott will make the save. Lamoureux on the doorstep. Looks for the rebound, but Scott's got the puck. And he hangs on for the faceoff. Now we mentioned that Lockers now for the faceoff. In the right wing circle of New Haven territory. Coach Robbie Fatorik is going with 4 lines tonight. Off the jaw, DeFazio now in the near corner. Back behind the goal to Lamoureux. Couldn't control the puck. Whistle and Lamoureux now rough up one another. Side of the goal. Could have been a penalty there to Baltimore. On the far boards. Jacks try to hold it in. Charlesworth and Nolan. Now Nolan grabs the puck. Shoots it in behind the New Haven net. Near corner now. DeFazio checks one of the Nighthawks and he goes down. That was Tony Feltrin. But New Haven gathers in that puck. Rink wide feed to Richmond. Over the line to Rogers. He breaks across the Jacks blue line. Now tied up in the near corner by Bork. Lost the puck. It's centered by Richmond and now taken away by the Jacks. Bork's right wing feed to DeFazio. Broken up by Feltrin. Puck ends up on the stick of Phil Bork. Now Rogers takes it away. Feeds Richmond in over the line, but Bugsy Erickson inside the zone. And we have an offside call here against New Test for the Maine Mariners Saturday evening, and then up to Sherbrooke, Quebec. Our first game in Canada this season against the Canadiens on Sunday. All right, puck dropped, and Baltimore able to backhand it back to center. And it's taken there by Pete Sawkins. Swing it up right side for Jay Caulfield, but it's out of his reach. And now the Jacks bat it back into New Haven territory. Giel in the near corner hits Jim Weimer, and the Nighthawks break out. Here comes Darcy Roy into Baltimore territory. Gets around Mike Rowe, but Rowe gets the number on him. Now Rowe lines him up near corner. Checks him. He lost the puck. Now Simpson hit hard there by Nick Fotillo. They're jamming up near corner. Baltimore end, and we get the whistle now on a face-off in Jack's territory. Mike Rowe had lost his stick and just went to the corner, tried to tie up Darcy Roy. And Nick Fotillo came in and he leveled Dave Simpson. But nothing extracurricular happening there. Face off to the right of Jeff Cooper, left wing circle, Baltimore in. We have just about reached the midway point of the first period. 10:09 to play, and we have no score in period one. Risling now gets it out to Simpson. Great pass. Simpson now carries the puck into the New Haven end. Holds it up, drops it off for Bobby Giel, left wing circle. Couldn't make the play. Now Giel had Risling open, could not get him the puck. Now Simpson is upended in the left wing circle by Pete Sawkins. And the penalty coming up here to the Nighthawks. And the Jacks will get their first power play opportunity here, period number one. We have no score with 9:54 to play in the first period. And this is Skipjacks Hockey on AM 1230, WITH. Back live at the Baltimore Civic Center. This is Tim Donnelly. We have 9:49 left here in period number one. And the Nighthawks penalty, Pete Sawkins off for holding at 10:06. And so the Jacks now with their first power play of the hockey game here. Let's see what they can do on the power play. They've got Airy, Chin, and Gatsos up front. And off the draw at the New Haven blue line, puck backhanded back deep in Jacks territory, and Hoffman goes back to get it here. Greg Hotham and Phil Bork will play the points. Colin Chin to center, held from behind by Mike Rogers, no penalty. Airy now motors across the New Haven line. Getting it in wide of the goal for Gatsos. Gatsos now with the puck, trying to get it behind the goal to Chin. Now Chin in the far corner. Lost the puck. Jack's trying to hold it in now on the far boards. Gatsos with the puck along with Airy. Here's Airy now in front to Gatsos. Couldn't get a shot away. Now Hotham with a puck near corner to Gatsos. Center point to Bork. Here comes the drive. He missed the goal. And a bouncing puck just scribbled away from Gatsos, and Rogers grabs it. And will clear it back deep in Jack's territory. 1:03 left on the penalty to Pete Sawkins. Baltimore on the power play, trying to get the lead in this game. Left wing to Airy. Here's Airy now. Poke it in right wing corner, New Haven end. Gatsos racing in after it. He gets there first. Gatsos behind the goal to Airy. Airy now in the near corner. Overskates the puck. It's clear to the line, not out. Gortz holding it in. Dropping it off down the right wing boards to Bob Airy. Airy now to Gatsos behind the goal. A lot of bodies in there. Gatsos couldn't get control. It comes to the near boards and finally cleared back down ice by Gordy Walker. And the Jacks go back to get it. 30 seconds left on their power play. Charlesworth now feeding right side to Gortz and now to Ralston at center. Into the New Haven end. Ralston now down the right wing. Tried to center one, went off one of the Nighthawks. Back at the right point, Gortz. Can he hold it in? He will. But it's gathered in by Gans. And he feeds Walker out at center. He's tripped up with the Jacks blue line. 8 seconds left. And the penalty to Sawkins. Now Gortz will rush over the line. Dumping it back in behind the New Haven end. But Baltimore is offside. Carlson a bit eager there. And he jumped into the Nighthawk zone a bit late. And while the Steelers are not having a good season this year, not quite up to their standards, they're tied now for first place in the AFC Central. That's what makes sports so great. And the Browns have not won at Three Rivers in 16 tries. Reminds me a bit of Baltimore's futility the last couple of years in St. Catharines, but they finally broke that last year with a win at the Garden City Arena. New Haven now with a puck. Brennan, he is checked hard by Bork at center. Off the puck he goes. Carlson now in his own end. Hitting it up ice with a puck. Phil Bork to Belanger. Back to Bork. Bork now back for Belanger. His quick shot. Scott will make the save. And he'll dish it off now. And wait a minute, whistle here. And apparently the officials are going to say that Scott held onto the puck long enough to create the whistle. Well, importantly enough, they have been able to keep the Nighthawks off the scoreboard. All right, Rogers now for the face-off. Along with Lamoureux. Now they jam up near corner. Nolan and Weimer fighting for the puck. Here's a shot in front for Nolan, and he's robbed on a quick wrist shot there by Ron Scott. Boy, I tell you, DeFazio fed Nolan right in the slot. His quick wrister was stopped by Ron Scott. Good shot there by Ted Nolan. And Scott, a tremendous save there. As Nolan tried to put the Jacks up 1-0, and Scott said no. Lamoureux and Rogers now for the draw again. Right wing circle, New Haven in. And they're moving in. From the face-off at the right point, Hotham waits. Now we'll shoot one. It's blocked in front. Lamoureux now had his stick tied up. Couldn't get a good Centering pass away. It's back at the right point as Fatillo checked DeFazio. And finally to Fatillo, able to get it back to center. Fatillo been throwing his weight around here in period 1. All right, Greg Hotham now. Over to DeFazio. Over the line, he was checked. Puck still deep in Nighthawks territory. Here's Fatillo now in the near corner. Can't get a hold of the puck. It comes behind the goal to Caulfield. Caulfield spinning away. DeFazio forechecking. Here's Jim Weimer now in his own end. Goes behind the goal. Now coming out of his own end. Jim Weimer, a long slap shot from center, way wide of the goal. Far corner, Caulfield now, checked by Lamoureux, off the puck he goes. Now Roy gets it behind the Baltimore net. Out of center for Fatillo. Fatillo, hounded now by Greg Hotham. Puck cleared behind the Baltimore goal. Lamoureux's after it, whips it around the horn. Can he get it out? Yes, he will. It rolls around the glass and back to center. Nick Fatillo now with a puck for New Haven. His wrist shot is way wide of the net. Off the glass. And Al Simpson with a puck. Can he get it out? No, he can't. Wait a minute, whistle. And let's see, we may have a bench minor here against Baltimore here for too many men on the ice. And we called it correctly, a bench minor against the Skipjacks for too many men on the ice. New Haven now with their second power play of period 1. As the Nighthawks will try to break a scoreless tie thus far. Penalty killers for the Skipjacks. Steve Carlson, Colin Chin, Wally Weir, and Phil Bork. Rogers up front along with Bugsy Erickson. He gets it back to Ken Hammond, top of the left wing circle. A shot knocked down with a blocker of Jeff Cooper. Near corner now, here's Bork to Chin. Can he get it out? He will, to center to Carlson. Carlson now trying to tip it around the defenseman Rob Whistle, but couldn't do it. Loose puck now off the New Haven blue line, taken by Mike Rogers, a former New York Ranger. Rogers now with a puck. And over the line, down the slot, his drive blocked by Bork. Rebound cleared away by Wally Weir and back to center. Also point out Rogers, a former member of the Hartford Waiters as well. Hammond now checked to the New Haven line by Carlson. Bork's got the puck, back to the New Haven line it goes. And Hammond will pick it up there. Ken Hammond now rushing through center. Now trying to feed it in for Erickson, went off his stick, but on the stick of Mike Rogers. Now Carlson checks Rogers, and Hammond comes in to get the puck. It squirts out in the slot. Rogers, can he hold it in? Yes, he will. Top of the right wing circle. Rogers now tried to feed Erickson in the slot, but it's taken away by Colin Chan, and he bats it down ice. And even 1 minute to go now on the New Haven power play. Over the line, here comes Rob Whistle now at the near point. Tried to set it up in the slot. Now Whistle gets it back. He's moving in the slot, trying to get a shot away. Look out, loose puck. Here's a shot by Richmond, save in front by Cooper. Rebound finally cleared down ice by Greg Hotham. Boy, the puck was bouncing. All the right moves there for New Haven, but they couldn't get it in. Now Heath to Gans into the zone. Gans now with a puck. Top of the right wing circle to Randy Heath. Heath holding it up. Back at the right point now to Pete Sawkins. To Weimer at the left point. Right point to Sawkins. Far boards to Heath. New Haven setting up in the power play. The return pass to Weimer at the left point. He couldn't control it. And it goes back to the Nighthawks blue line. Pass ahead to Gans. 3-on-2. Left side to Walker. Into the zone now. Walker holding it up near boards. Back at the point to Weimer. He was not in position. And it comes back to center. All right, with a puck now, Weimer. Tried to shoot it in, taken away by Charlesworth. He comes back 4-on-2. Down the right wing to Gill. The shot, save, rebound. Nolan can't bat it in. Nolan now in the near corner, had it checked off his stick. Penalty over. We're back at equal strength. Puck comes back to the Jacks blue line. Phil Bork now rushing through center. He's checked by a couple of Nighthawks, but able to get the puck back in the New Haven end. And the puck taken there by Jim Weimer. 3:35 left, period number 1. And we're scoreless here from the Civic Center. Marty Dahlman now. Over the line to Nichols. Nichols now. Top of the right wing circle. Nichols with a puck. Had it poked, checked off his stick by Wally Weir. And Lamoureux takes over. Starts the rush. 3-on-2. Lamoureux to Nolan. In the slot to DeFazio. His drive, and he missed the goal. Nolan gets it back. Right wing circle now to DeFazio. To Lamoureux. To Nolan. Nolan closing in. His backhander stopped in front by Ron Scott. Well, that line of Lamoureux, Nolan, and DeFazio working hard tonight. Haven comes back. Nichols moving in the drive right on the save made by Cooper. And he'll hang on for the faceoff. Action picking up here in the latter moments of period number 1. We are still scoreless with 2:59. All right, we're back to action now. The Jacks with the puck deep in New Haven territory. They try to send the puck in front. And a penalty coming up here against the Nighthawks. It's a charging call against Nick Fatillo. Well, I mentioned he has been throwing his weight around tonight. Fatillo does not seem to be into the game, however. Didn't appear to be putting out too much thus far in period one, which again does happen a lot with established veterans until they can get used to playing in the American Hockey League. But Fatillo will never get a chance to get back up if he doesn't perform well here in the American League.
And the Skipjacks are now on the power play.
So Fatillo off the ice for charging at 17-17 of period number one. Jacks now with a chance on the power play. They're 0 for 1 on the power play tonight. From the draw, puck goes to the far corner. They stack it up. Chin and Erickson. Now it's dug out in the slot. Gatsos couldn't get a shot away. Chin now with a puck. Left point to Charlesworth. Right point to Hotham. Back to the left point, Charlesworth. Here comes the drive. Saved by Scott in front. Airy couldn't get to the rebound. Gatsos does get it, however. In the right wing circle now. Here's Gatsos to Airy. His drive, and he sent it high above the New Haven cage. Charlesworth now, can he hold it in left point? He cannot, but Gatsos with help. It's still loose. And finally the puck, clear to the line, not out. Airy holding it in, moving down the slot. The drive, and a stick save there by Ron Scott. Puck now to Chin, to Gatsos in the right wing corner. Gatsos now, right point to Hotham. Left point to Charlesworth. Driving it down the slot, right on, and there is Scott to make the save. And he'll glove it there and squeeze it to get the whistle with 1:08 left in the penalty to Nick Fatillo. I'm going to tell you, the left wing circled up the Nighthawks end. Gans and Chin for the draw, and New Haven wins it. They swing it around the horn and all the way back to center. He'll work now at his own blue line. Sends it up ice to Chin. Chin now works it across the New Haven line. Drop pass to Bob Airy. Back for Chin. Chin now cutting toward the goal. Moving in shot. And Scott stopped him short side. Airy now with a loose puck near corner. Airy now. Left wing circle to Charlesworth, who was cutting in, but he couldn't get a shot away. Now Gatsos with the puck, trying to stuff it in front for Bob Airy. It's clear to the line, not out. Charlesworth the drive. It's blocked by the defense. And the loose puck taken by New Haven's Dave Gans. Beg your pardon, Gordy Walker, and he shoots it all the way back down ice. 25 seconds left on the Skipjacks power play. Gatsos now in over the line, check from behind. Maintains possession. Gatsos now on the right wing boards. Holding it up now. Behind the goal to Carlson. Now to the near corner. Carlson at the point to Phil Bork. Winds up and fires one, and that was blocked by Marty Dahlman in front. Gatsos gets it back. 8 seconds left on the Baltimore power play. Gatsos now takes a look around. Sends it right point. Bork back to Gatsos. Closing in. His drive saved. Rebound in the goal mouth. It's loose, and finally Scott hops on it head first. And hangs on for the face-off, just as Nick Fatillo is coming out of the penalty box. So we'll face it off here in the Nighthawk zone with 41 seconds to go here in period one. And you're listening to Skipjacks Hockey on AM 1230 WITH. Last 30 seconds here, period number one. We have no score from the Civic Center. Puck now back in Jack's territory. Ralston shoots it ahead for Carlson. Right wing to Belange's got a partial break. Belange moving in the shot, and a stick save there by Ron Scott. It's deep now, New Haven territory. Sawkins trying to clear. Can't do it. Ralston now in the near corner. After the puck, gets it to Belange. Trying to set up Carlson in the slot. He was checked by Fatillo. Now it's in the slot. Ralston turned around, tried to flick it toward the goal, but couldn't do it. Now Weir cuts in deep down the left wing. Baltimore with pressure, but the buzzer sounds because it's really what you do and how you're playing at the end of the season that matters. And the main goal is to make the playoffs and then go from there. So it is no time to panic with a 4-game losing streak. Yes, you'd like to be winning 4 in a row, but no need to panic. All right, Gans and Lamoureux for the face-off at center. Puck dropped, and we are underway now. in period number 2. Puck at center ice. Lamoureux goes to get it, but Weimer scoops it up. Comes across the Baltimore line. Down the left wing is shot. Save made by Cooper. Rebound cleared away by Charlesworth. Now Randy Heath battles for it in the near corner, but Charlesworth will take it away. There's the Jacks defenseman Todd Charlesworth now, leaving it for Ted Nolan. Nolan now will just wrist it in wide of the New Haven goal. Ron Scott stopping it there, leaving it for Weimer. Nolan cuts in deep. Sends it up for Phil Bourque, top of the right wing circle. His shot, save in front by Scott. And a penalty upcoming here against the Nighthawks. Lamoureux was dumped in front of the play for the 3rd time in the game. And from the face-off now on the New Haven end, it's gathered in by the Nighthawks, and they'll fire it back into Jack's territory. It's on goal. In fact, Cooper will make the save, stick it aside, and leave it for Steve Carlson. Jack with Carlson, Belanger, and Ralston up front. Hotham and Bourque will play the points. All right, over the line now, Greg Hotham. He'll cut in deep in the New Haven end. Bumped off the puck by Weimer. Takes a hard check. The Nighthawks have got the puck, and they fire it back down ice. All right, it was for Phil Bourque now, going back to get it. 1 minute, 30 seconds left here. On the penalty to Pete Sawkins. Hotham now will carry the mail at center. And he'll fire it in, left wing corner, New Haven end. Puck goes right to Hammond. He's going to bang it off the boards, and again, all the way back into Jack's territory. Cooper now with a puck. Shoots it away from Mike Rogers. And the Jacks will come back. Here's Bourque now to shoot it in. Back to get it now, touching up Tony Feltrin. We have an icing call coming up here against the Skipjacks. As Feltrin had beaten Ralston and Belanger to that 40 Walker, Rob Whistle, and Tony Feltrin playing defense. Puck drop. Bob Airy's got the puck. And he'll get it back behind his net for Todd Charlesworth. Jacks now will try to get it out. Charlesworth now sends it up the center of the ice to Bob Airy. Airy now with a head of steam into New Haven territory. Holds it up far boards. Airy takes a look around. Now skates down the right wing board. Still looking. Fires it back right point. Bourque fakes the shot. Gets it now to Airy. His shot through traffic is blocked by the defense. Now Charlesworth holding it in now down the left wing boards. Back behind the goal. Whistle steps in. Intercepts it. Gatsos checks in. They stack it up now near corner New Haven end. Chin now digs it out. Went behind the goal. Forgot one thing. The puck. It's back at that point now. Charlesworth takes over. Wait a minute. Whistle. Penalty upcoming here against the Skipjacks. Bob Airy, in his attempt to hold the puck in, held Dave Gans. And Bob Airy will spend a couple of minutes in the pokey. And that, of course, is going to nullify the remaining 23 seconds of the penalty to the Nighthawks, Steve Sawkins. So we're going to play at equal strength here for the next 23 seconds, and then when Pete Sawkins and Gil matched up there with Nick Fatillo, that, beg your pardon, Risling matched up with Nick Fatillo. That should be interesting. Jacks control the puck. Here's a long slap shot from center by Wally Weir that goes wide. Now Hotham will hold it in now. Hotham tried to set it up for Risling. It was just off his stick. Now Gil cutting in. Couldn't get the pass. It's back at the point. Here's a drive by Hotham. That's wide of the goal. Gil could not get to the loose puck. And the Nighthawks break on. Weimer now. He'll carry it in. On the left wing circle. Dropping it off to Fatillo. Broken up. And now cleared to center. Gil fights for the puck. And it's tipped back to the Nighthawks blue line. And back to get it now for New Haven is Marty Dolman. Swinging up right side to Fatillo. His pass checked away from him by Wally Weir, but the Nighthawks get it back. Dolman now over the line. New Haven on the power play. Here's Weimer now sending it toward the goal. It was just wide. On the near boards, puck picked up by Nick Fatillo. At the left point to Weimer. Top of the circle, the drive, and he missed the goal. Puck bounces back to the right wing circle. Here's Fatillo with a shot. Cooper got a right pat on that to knock it away. Far boards now. Dan Brennan with a puck. New Haven setting up on the power play. New Haven now. Brennan left wing circle. Behind the goal, but Hotham steps in front of that. On the far boards, can Risling get it out? No, he can't. Held in by Danny Brennan. Center point to Weimer. Weimer takes the shot, but Gil got his stick. In front of that to deflect it up into the stands. Behind goaltender Jeff Cooper. Toronto struggling. Right now, the worst team in the league. They're certainly going to need some punch. Off the face-off, here's a drive by Rob Whistle, top of the right wing circle. And that's wide of the goal. Rogers holding it in, but it squirts out to the slot. Colin Chin with a puck. And they'll just fire the puck down ice. It's up into the stands. And we'll bring the face-off now just outside the Baltimore blue line. .27 seconds left on the Jacks penalty. Gans and Carlson for the faceoff outside the Baltimore blue line. We are scoreless with 16:14 to go here in period number 2. All right, puck drop. It'll roll to the blue line, and now picked up by Whistle. He carries the puck into Baltimore territory. Here's Whistle now holding it up right point. Center point to Feltrin. Top of the left wing circle, there's Walker. Now behind the goal to Gans. Gans now, top of the left wing circle. Feltrin shot right on, save, rebound, just batted wide there in front by Gordy Walker. Back of the right point, Whistle the shot, save in front by Cooper, and he'll cover up on the rebound. And frees it there. Now Cooper's doing his job. He's playing aggressive tonight in the nets for the Skipjacks. And he is holding the Nighthawks. They put Jay Caulfield on the right wing. And off the faceoff, Carlson and Roy goes to Wally Weir. Aries back out. We're back at equal strength. Aries got the puck. He tried to break into New Haven territory, but it was poke checked off his stick. And we got a slashing call coming up here against Wally Weir, as he wants to get at Tony Feltrin. Weir gets the penalty. And now the Nighthawks again will go back on the power play. Steve Carlson over there talking to referee Robbie Schick, said, hey, where's that Nighthawks penalty? But there will be none. So the Jacks go to work again on the penalty. Steve Richmond now playing a wing. And Bugsy Erickson also up front for New Haven. Puck drop, the Nighthawks have it. With the puck, Ken Hammond now. Trying to shoot it ahead for Rogers, off the stick of Carlson. Good play by Carley. Deflected back into Nighthawks territory. Erickson now with the puck. Gave it to Mike Rowe. He steals. Now Mike Rowe will rag the puck to center and fire it back deep in New Haven territory. Good play by Mike Rowe. He is gaining confidence and playing rather well in the early going. He'll probably play better when he gets off his injury. All right, Mike Rogers trying to get around Phil Bourque and step into Baltimore territory, but he couldn't do it. Mike Rowe's got the puck. He'll find the opening and clear it down ice. All right, now Giel steals the puck. Tried to backhand it in front for Carlson. That almost worked, but Scott grabbed the puck around the goal mouth and prevented it from going to Carlson. Now Richmond hounded from behind by Bobby Giel. Jack's forechecking well now in the Nighthawks end. Weimer now trying to get it up ice and finally does so to Mike Rogers. Rogers now will slap it into Baltimore territory. It's to the near corner, off the wood. Rowe steers the puck to the line, not out. Now it's steered to center. Carlson trying to get it over the line to Bobby Giel. But it was broken up by Bugsy Erickson. Erickson now goes back to get it. Beat it up right side, pass on the stick of Richmond. Into the zone now, Steve Richmond at the point to Hammond. Hammond now tripped up, no penalty. They fight for the puck along the near boards, and now Baltimore's got it. Phil Bourque up to Risling. Back for Bourque, but he overskates the puck. Here's Carlson now, holding it up outside the blue line, now shooting it in, but Risling is caught inside the zone. And we'll get an offside call here against the Skipjacks. 27 seconds left here in the Wally Weir penalty. Colin Chin and Dave Gans for the faceoff just outside the Nighthawks blue line. And New Haven wins the faceoff. And now Feltrin now in his own zone, spinning away from Colin Chin. Now swings it up on the right wing for Randy Heath. And now to Whistle into Baltimore territory. Whistle now puts on the brakes near boards and gave the puck right to Gary Risling, who's able to tip it to center. Feltrin now back at his own blue line. His pass stolen away by Colin Chin. He gave the puck right back to Gans. Now to Whistle over the line. Here comes Whistle now in the slot, moving in. Wrist shot, just missed the goal. And Walker failed to bat it in. Wally Weir now back on the ice. We are back at equal strength. Puck still deep in Jack's territory. Here's Risling now trying to get it out. Cannot do it. They fight for the puck. Risling gets control. And give it to Greg Hotham. Hotham now in his own zone. Feed it rink wide to Todd Charlesworth. Charlesworth now in his own blue line. Up ice to Weir, but that's broken up. Back to the Jacks blue line. Hotham will grab it, skate across the red line and shoot it in. Jacks changing up here on the fly. Here comes Lamoureux. Nolan. And Risling. And up ice, here comes Walker now with the puck. Get over the line, dropping it off right side to Gans in the slot for Walker. Couldn't get a shot away. Heath did, but his shot was wide of the goal. Now Lamoureux and Heath battle for the puck near corner. It's steered up the near boards and kept in by the Nighthawks. Weak shot by Gans wide of the goal. Now Walker will pick it up. Look out, Walker to Heath. His drive saved by Cooper and a beauty. And now the Jacks break back up ice. With the puck, Nolan now with Risling and Lamoureux trailing. Nolan's drive from the left wing circle. Deflected up into the crowd. Face-off coming up here, left wing circle, Jacks territory. It's Mitch Lamoureux and Marty Dolman. And the Nighthawks win the face-off. Dolman back behind his goal to defenseman Peter Sawkins. And the Nighthawks try to break out. Up the center of the ice, pass intercepted by Phil Bork. Bang it off the glass to Lamoureux. Takes a hit from Sawkins, but able to get it back deep in Nighthawks territory. And back there to get it, Jim Weimer. Weimer now slowly skates out of his own zone. Trying to feed it up on the left wing for Dolman. It goes by him. And back deep in Jack's territory. Here's Rowe now behind his own goal. Try to work it out with DeFazio. Dolman steals. Now it comes at the point to Sawkins, but Nolan checked it away from him. Baltimore trying to get it out, kept in by Sawkins. Now finally, with the puck, DeFazio. Baltimore looking to get that puck out of their own end here. Nighthawks forechecking well. Rowe now will have the skating room. And feeds it out to Phil Bork now to center. Bork with a puck will wrist it in wide of the Nighthawks goal. As the Jacks change up on the fly here with 11:36 left in period 2. Pass on the right side to Brennan. He's checked. Now Chin with a steal. Here comes Colin Chin over the line. Chin cutting in. Can't get a shot away. He's upended. And a penalty coming up here against New Haven. Pretty play by Colin Chin. He stole the puck at the Nighthawks line.
And the Skipjacks are now on the power play.
'Tim Donnelly back with you at the Baltimore Civic Center. We have a face-off coming up here in Nighthawks territory. Jacks go to work on the power play. As Pete Sawkins will spend a couple of minutes here in the penalty box for hooking at 8:36. New Haven 0 for 4 in the power play, and Baltimore 0 for 3. So the power play for both teams not working tonight. See if Baltimore can break that jinx. Chin will face it off with Rogers. Now Gatsos in the slot, trying to get a shot away. Can't do it. Gatsos now goes to the far boards. Jack setting up here in the power play. Here's Gatsos now behind the goal to Bob Airy. Airy is checked. Able to get it though near corner, Colin Chin. Chin back into that point to Wally Weir. Weir now, top of the left wing circle to Chin. Chin trying to cut in, his shot saved. Rebound, Airy in front, and Ron Scott gloves that and will hang on for the face-off. 1:23 left in the penalty to Pete Sawkins, his third trip to the box in the game tonight. As Chan will face it off here with Marty Dolman to the right of Ron Scott in Nighthawks territory. Our next game Wednesday evening from the Hershey Park Arena. We hope you'll join us. Have all the action for you here on AM 1230 WITH. All right, Chin and Dolman, puck loose now in the circle. Dug out of there by Bob Airy. Airy now left point to Phil Bork. Bork now right point to Hotham. Center point to Phil Bork. Here comes the drive, but it's blocked by Dolman. And it caroms back to center. Jacks must clear the zone. Now Bork carries it in, hustling in down the left side. Here is Phil Bork now going behind the goal. Centers in front to Airy. Shot, backhander, save Scott. Rebound, still loose in there. Finally cleared away by Dave Gans. Now Bork goes behind the goal. Trying to set it up for Bob Airy, but he's checked. Now Weimer, can he get it out? No, he can't. Chin, decked by Walker, no penalty. And finally, on second effort, Weimer grabs the puck and clears it down ice. And Hotham goes back to get it here with 41 seconds left on the Jacks power play. Colin Chin now working at center ice, and it's stripped away from him by Gans. Now Walker gave the puck right to Bob Airy. Here's Airy now with the puck down the right wing boards. Bob Airy now, far corner, holding up. Left side to Charlesworth, closing in. Charlesworth backhander in front. And that was knocked down with the defense. Nighthawks come back 2-on-1 with the puck. Walker with Gans. Walker moving in, trying to set it in front for Gans, but Weir deflected that away. Now at the right point, Feltrin, his wrist shot. tipped on the goal by Walker, but Cooper with a save. Jacks still in the power play here for 4 more seconds. Puck back into New Haven territory. And Whistle's got it. Clearing it up ice to Charlesworth. As the Nighthawks Sawkins back on, we are back at equal strength. Carlson now over the line to Ralston. Here's Ralston now cutting in, trying to slide the puck in front. Knocked away from the goal mouth by Scott. At the left point, Charlesworth a drive, and he fired it wide. Now Weir cutting in deep. Good play to hold it in, but Whistle's got the puck. And up on the left side, Darcy Roy will backhand it back to Jack's territory. Ralston now will pick it up in his own end. No score, 8:56 left here, period 2. Ralston gave the puck right to Randy Heath. Heath now back in the left point to Feltrin, couldn't make a play. Now a couple of Nighthawks go down, and Carlson now with a full head of steam. Getting it to Ralston. Over the line now, Ralston cutting in down the right side, but could not gain control of the puck. And it's fired back to the Jacks blue line. Action picking up here at period 2. Now Caulfield knocks down Charlesworth at the Baltimore blue line. Who's got the puck? Baltimore's got it. Belanger now across the line with Lamoureux. Roger, the big shot and the save by Ron Scott. He got that right pad, kicked it out. On the near boards now, Ralston. Tried to set up Belanger, can't do it. Puck steered to the neutral zone, and here's Darcy Roy. Deflected in back behind the Baltimore goal. Hotham racing after it. Over to Mike Rowe. Look out, he gave the puck right to Dahlman, but Rowe recovers and just backhands it all the way down ice. Icing waved off, and Scott will set it up now for Steve Toot. Now a chance in front for Nolan, but that was stopped by Scott. Now Nolan gets it back, but it's taken away by Weimer. He gave it right to DeFazio, into the zone. Dino now walking down the right side in front to Lamoureux. Back for DeFazio, and he couldn't make the play. That play simply did not connect, but Baltimore had the right idea. Dahlman now breaking back for New Haven. In over the line, Dahlman trying to split the defense. He can't do it. Back comes the goaltender, Jeff Cooper. He steers it off to Ted Nolan. Nolan now down the left wing, into the zone, but offside against the Skipjacks. DeFazio headed in over the right wing and went ahead of the puck, but Baltimore, good rush there. That Nolan, DeFazio. We are back live at the Baltimore Civic Center. The Nighthawks have come into Baltimore territory and gone offside. We're going to bring the puck back into New Haven territory here. 7:06 left in the second period. Still, neither team able to score it. We are tied at 0. Simpson, Rissling, and Giel with the face-off. Puck dropped. It'll go behind the New Haven goal. Sawkins trying to backhand it out. Baltimore holding it in now. Now the Nighthawks grab it at their own blue line. Rogers trying to get the puck ahead to Richmond. Simpson checked him. Loose at center ice. Giel now will carry the puck in over the line. Here's Bobby Giel. Couldn't get around Hammond. Hammond and Giel now go to the far corner. Now Rissling with a puck. Rissling top of the circle. The wrist shot just wide of the goal that time by Dave Simpson. Check that, Phil Bork. Now Giel side of the goal trying to stuff it in front. Couldn't do it. Rissling now behind the goal. To Bork in deep. His drive, and he missed the net. And Charlesworth could not hold the puck in. It's back to center. All right, here's Bobby Giel. Tried to feed Rissling in over the line, but the play didn't connect, and it's back to center. Now Rissling with a puck. Right side to Giel. Top of the right wing circle. Shot. Gloved. Mask high by Ron Scott. And that hard slap shot by Bob Giel. Out on the near boards, Charlesworth sends one toward the goal. That's stuck aside by Ron Scott. And the Nighthawks come up ice. Two players tumble. That's Bobby Giel and Steve Richmond. New Haven controlling. In the left wing circle now. Richmond with a puck. Holding it up. Back of the left point. Feltrin shot. Hit Richmond. Now the Jacks break back. 3-on-2. And Giel could not catch up to it down the right wing. He's out of gas. And New Haven now with a puck. Here's Rogers to Sawkins at center. And that play broken up. Nighthawks now going back into their own end for the puck with 5:36 left. Now here comes Heath now into Jack's territory, but he overskates the puck. Now it's back for Walker. But an offside call here against New Haven. Back live at the Baltimore Civic Center. Tim Donnelly with the play-by-play tonight as Chin sends it up ice for Bob Berry. It's over the line, but by Bob Berry. And Whistle now with the puck. For New Haven. Up ice pass, knocked away from Walker. Now Walker getting it back over the line to Randy Heath. Down the left wing now. Here comes Heath. Side of the goal. Center's in front. But Gans could not get his stick on that centering try. And the Jacks come back 2-on-2. Harry into the zone. Overskates the puck. Now Chin getting it back. Chin, look out. Walking in. Chin, a shot save. Rebound in front. And Gatsos couldn't put it in. Now for that point, Wally Weir takes the shot. Now we'll drive it. And it's blocked by the defense. Good play there by Tony Feltrin. Now look out. Here come the Nighthawks over the line. Darcy Roy couldn't make a move and split the defense. The Jacks shoot it back to the Nighthawks blue line. What a chance there by Colin Chin. The best chance of the game for sure. He was in alone on Ron Scott, but couldn't put it by him. Loose puck down the center circle, taken by Colin Chin. He'll wrist it in wide of the New Haven goal, and Ron Scott will steer the puck to the near corner. It is taken there by Toot. He backhands it back to center, but Charlesworth's on it there. Ahead for Carlson. Broken up by Caulfield. Now loose puck, stolen again by Carlson. 2-on-1 with Ralston into the zone. Carlson shot, he tried to beat Scott Hyde. And that was over the goal mouth. And Charlesworth could not hold the puck in. It squirts back to center. Now here's Bork. He gave the puck to Caulfield. Trying to come into the zone. Can't do it. Delayed offside here against New Haven, but Ralston's got the puck. Ralston now wheels across the New Haven line. Top of the right wing circle now. Ralston with the puck. Here he is coming in. Try to set it up for Carlson. Can't do it. Now Carlson trying to center one side of the goal, but Ron Scott covers up. And we're going to get a face-off here again at night. Back at the Civic Center, Nighthawks into the zone. Top of the right wing circle. Dolman a shot. Look out, loose on the goal mouth, and Cooper just covers up at the last moment. Dolman got the wrist shot away from the right wing circle. And up of Jack's territory with 3:04 to play here in period number 2. And the goaltenders both superb tonight. All right, Dolman facing it out in the slot. There's a drive right on by Dan Brennan. Cooper stops that and covers up. And again, we'll hang on for the face-off. Let's check in now with our top of the hour ID. You're listening to Baltimore Skipjacks Hockey on WITH Baltimore. Tim Donnelly with a play-by-play tonight from the Civic Center. Gene Ubriaco with Steve Carlson, Roger Belanger, and Tom Ralston up front. And from the draw, Carlson able to get it to Mike Rowe. He'll feed it up ice to Carlson now. Right wing to Belanger. Pass went beyond him, and now let's see, we got a whistle here. And we have an offside call here against the Skipjacks. Gene Ubriaco juggling things up here, trying to get something going offensively. Skipjacks are working hard, but simply have not been able to put one in by Ron Scott. Dolman now. Facing it off against Carlson. Puck drop. New Haven controls. Up ice to Dolman. He deflects that puck into Jack's territory. It'll roll to the near corner. Ralston back to get it. Right on his tail, Nichols. Nichols checks Ralston, but Rose got the puck. Up on the left side to Carlson. Puck hopping over his stick, and the Nighthawks have possession now. Here's Dolman now, spinning in his own blue line. Marty Dolman for New Haven. Looks for skating room. Now trying to feed the puck over the line to Brennan. It went by him. Now the puck rolls to the goal mouth. Look out, loose puck. Nichols now behind the goal. To Dolman's side of the net. Brennan now. In the slot, there's a drive from the point by Ken Hammond. As Hammond came in, top of the left wing circle, let a wrist shot go, and Cooper stops that. On the ice now, the leading scorer for New Haven. Facing it off with Mitch Lamoureux, but Lamoureux wins the draw to Phil Bork, and Bork feeds it back to Lamoureux. Here's Mitz trying to get the puck into the New Haven zone, but a good back check by Steve Richmond took it away. And now Felchin with the puck at center. He'll rush across the Baltimore line. Left wing to Richmond. Back for Felchin. Wasn't looking for the puck. And now it's caught beneath Tony Felchin. And that will give us a whistle. And a face-off coming up here in Skipjacks territory. We have no score with 1:50 1:57 left here in the second period. Face-off coming up now in New Haven territory. The face-off after the puck had fallen beneath defenseman Tony Felchin, brought outside the blue line. Now they tie it up in the Nighthawks' end. And we're going to face it off here with 1:42 left in the second period. And neither team able to score. We're looking at a 0-0 tie here. A lot of goose eggs on the scoreboard right now. And we're waiting for one to hatch here. And the face-off now, just inside the left wing circle of Nighthawks territory. Dahlman and Lamoureux. Lamoureux, Nolan, DeFazio on the ice, and they have been something else tonight. Really played well. A lot of scoring opportunities. Puck dropped, and off the face-off, Lamoureux will bat it back behind the New Haven goal. It's kept in now at the right point by Phil Bourque. They fight for it on the far boards. Finally, it squirts to center. And the puck picked up by Richmond. He overskates it, however. Loose puck now in front of the New Haven bench, and finally the Nighthawks with possession. Here's DeFazio now. Feed it right wing to Charlesworth. He carries the puck in, now shoots it. Side of the New Haven goal. Now Weimer trying to get it out, couldn't do it. But Brian Ericsson's got the puck. Up to Rogers, he is checked. Now Bourque takes over down the left side. Bourque is upended. Right in front of goalie, the referee, Robbie Schick, no penalty. Ericsson now trying to get it out. Charlesworth holding it in. Now Nolan near corner. He was bumped by Toot. And Weimer will fire the puck around the horn. It's going to roll all the way back into Baltimore territory. We'll get icing here as Phil Bourque goes back to touch. And we have a nice battle with the defenses tonight. Simpson now with a face-off with Dave Gans. He pokes it behind the goal to Bobby Gill, but Gans recovers. Gets the puck and a loft one back to the Jacks blue line. A bouncing puck taken by Greg Hotham neatly in his own zone. Fires it off the wood for Risling. It's by him. Now Hotham picks it up to Bobby Gill, but it goes by him. Picked up now by Kent Hammond. Down the left side. The Heath at the point. And his shot deflected on the way to the goal. Look out, loose puck behind the Baltimore goal. In the far corner, Simpson tying up one of the Nighthawks. As Heath tried to get the puck at the right point to whistle, couldn't do it. It's back to center. 9 seconds left. Now Gill with a steal over the line, but offside again. Risling apparently had not cleared the zone. So we'll face it off outside the Nighthawks blue line with only 6 seconds left here in period number 2. And speaking of sports, it was a big day for football. 2 of 3 Baltimore teams able to win. Now the teams in Baltimore that follow: Maryland and Towson State Navy. A tough loss. It's been fun doing hockey, of course, with the Skipjacks these last several seasons. Also been fun to do Towson State football the last 2 years. And I'll tell you what a team Phil Albert has put together at Towson State. Big win yesterday over Lafayette, 27-24. The Tigers 3 wins now over NCAA Division 1 AA schools and heading for the playoffs for sure. And off the face-off to start period 3. Jacks moving from left to right across your radio dial here in the third period. Nighthawks have the puck now, top of the right wing circle, shot by Randy Heath, and Cooper didn't see that till the last moment. And he steers it aside. Now Charlesworth trying to get the puck out to Risling, and it just tops outside the blue line, back to center. It's now tipped back to the New Haven blue line, picked up by Jim Weimer. He'll feed it up ice now, back into Jacks territory. Phil Bourque goes back to get it. Phil Bourque now in behind his own net. We have played 1 minute of period number 3. Pass on the money to Bobby Gill, breaks into the New Haven end, down the right wing, a shot kicked out by Scott. Far corner now, Ralston trying to get a hold of the puck, but his stick was being tied up, and it finally comes to the Jacks blue line. Ends up on the stick of Greg Hotham. Weir now ahead to Ralston. Ralston now at his own line. Looks for skating room now. Stick handles outside the line. His long slap shot from just outside the blue line. Missed the goal. And again, the Nighthawks tip it back into Jack's ice. Here's Hotham now with the puck. Greg Hotham, veteran defenseman from Toronto, Ontario, swings it up to center. Out of the reach of Carlson's going to roll on goal. Scott will stick it aside and leave it for Toot. Steve Toot now. Can't get it out. Here's Carlson behind the goal to Belanger. Belanger stuffs the puck right to the goal mouth. And it comes to Richmond. Richmond now up to Rogers at center. But Greg Hotham back-checking took it away. Now over the line. There's a pass for Belanger just off his stick, but he'll chase it in deep in Nighthawks territory. Toot now collides with Belanger. Puck will squirt to the far corner. Wally Weir's got it there in front. There's a tip try by Roston, but that's play didn't connect. And it's back to center. Baltimore putting on the pressure here. They feed it over the line to Belanger, but it's out of his reach. And tipped back into Jack's territory. Hotham to Weir, couldn't get it out. Dahlman steals. Look out to Nichols in front to Brennan. Look out, loose puck in front of Cooper. Here's a swipe by Nichols, but that's wide of the goal. And up the near boards, the Jacks have possession. Here's a pass from Belanger up to Nolan. It'll roll by him. Now look out, a break for Lamoureux off the boards. Mitch will get a shot, save in front by Ron Scott and a beauty. Another fantastic chance for Baltimore. Lamoureux, great anticipation, took that puck off the boards, came in on Scott all alone, but he couldn't beat him. Lamoureux now out to DeFazio at center, but a two-line pass called against the Skipjacks. 17:06 left, period number 3. We are scoreless. Tim Donnelly back live at the Civic Center. Here comes Fatillo in the Baltimore territory, and he's checked. As Chin checked him and then also got dumped by Fatillo. And the puck finally cleared outside the line. And with a puck now for Baltimore, Phil Bourque, we got a whistle offside against New Haven. Now we get Jay Caulfield and Steve, 42 left in regulation. Puck drop. It goes to Mike Rowe. Rowe back to Chin off his stick. It'll roll into New Haven territory. And Caulfield will go back to get it. Swing it up far boards for Darcy Roy. He's checked from behind. Now off the boards. Here's a drive by Mike Rowe. That's blocked in front. Now Chin in front to Bob Airy. A shot and a save by Ron Scott. Far corner now. Bob Airy's got the puck. Airy now checked and up high. Roy comes up with the sticks. Now they stack it up behind the New Haven net. And we get a whistle. We'll freeze it there and get a face-off. And the Nighthawks, Simpson to face it off. Left wing circle, Nighthawks in. And Gans with a puck now. Steps to center, 3-on-2, left side to Heath. Heath top of the circle, moving in, a shot and a save by Cooper. Rebound on the doorstep. Who's got it? The Nighthawks do. Walker now turns around, fires one that's blocked in front by Wally Weir. Now they jam up near corner. Giel and Gans. And Giel digs it out. Sends Risling away at center, right side to Simpson. Simpson now feeding it left side to Risling. He'll chase it in now on the far boards. Here's Risling now with a puck. Trying to get it down the left wing boards for Simpson, but stolen away by New Haven. And up ice, here's Gans. One man to beat Hotham. Gans now look out, cutting in front. Couldn't get a shot away. Hotham tied him up. Enough he couldn't get that shot away. Got around Greg momentarily, but couldn't get a shot on goal. Hotham now with a puck. Trades passes with Wally Weir in the Baltimore zone. Now look out, the Nighthawks steal Rogers across the line, but a good poke check by Hotham took it away from Rogers. Now here is Simpson over the line. Simpson now lost the puck, taken by Erickson. Left wing to Rogers in the Baltimore territory. Here's Rogers now. Look out down the slot for Erickson, but he couldn't get the lumber on the pass from Mike Rogers. Now behind the goal. Puck picked up by Phil Bourque, trying to muscle it out. The stick got up there by Brian Erickson. We've got a penalty coming up here against the Nighthawks. And Erickson really arguing there with referee Robbie Schick. I have to admit, it did appear for a second that Phil might have taken. Well, I'll tell you, the man advantage will only be one, as they have given Mike Rogers a 10-minute misconduct, and he certainly was fortunate there. If he'd have got 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike conduct, would have put the Nighthawks in a heap of trouble. Now the Jacks with a power play, 0 for 4 thus far in the game. Be great to pull one out of the bag of tricks here to get the game's first goal. With the puck, here's Lamoureux now in his own end. He steps to center with DeFazio and Nolan. Mitch over the line. Down the right wing. Slowed up there. Now it goes behind the goal. Nolan's got the puck. Ted Nolan now. Swinging up at the point, and Charlesworth could not hold the puck in. It's back to center. Work now will grab the puck and wrist it in. Stopped by Scott behind the goal. Now it's swung up off the wood by Randy Heath, and he'll backhand it back into Skipjacks territory. Charlesworth goes back to get it now. 1:18 left on the minor to Brian Erickson. Here comes Lambrou now. Left side to Phil Bork. He's upended there, no penalty. Now DeFazio will deflect the puck in. Deep in Nighthawks territory. Weber now will fire it around the horn. Deflects up in the air. And again, back in Jack's territory. Baltimore would like to get set up in the New Haven zone if they could, and then try to work for the open man. Bork now across the line, dumping it left wing to Belanger. It's clear to the line, not out. Ralston holding it in. Now Bork in the right wing circle with a puck. Takes a look around. Near corner Belanger. Jack setting up on the power play. Belanger now. Back of the left point to Bork. Makes the shot. Center point to Ralston. A drive through traffic right on. Save in front by Scott. He didn't know where the puck was. Then finally, he was able to smother it as Belanger was looking for the rebound on the doorstep. And .13:38 to play here in period number 3. We are scoreless. Carlson now facing it off with Marty Dahlman. Jack's control. Ralston down on the far boards to Carlson. Here's Captain Steve Carlson now holding it up. Far boards to Ralston. Ralston now takes a look around. Heads to the left wing corner. Now stick Candles. Holds it up now. Back at the point to Wally Weir. Right point to Greg Hotham. Hotham now. Left point to Weir. In the circle to Ralston. Here he comes. Behind the goal in front. There's a try. Just wide of the goal there by Belanger. And the puck still loose. It's caught on a mesh there. And we're going to get a whistle and a face-off here. Again in Nighthawks territory. Ralston tried to feed the puck in front to Belanger, and it was tipped, I believe, but wide of the goal. Chin and Dolman for the drive. Left wing circle, Nighthawks end. To the right of New Haven goalie Ron Scott. By Chin, Dolman moving in. Madsen won't drop the puck. Now they're moving in again. And again, Madsen will not drop the puck. That's Gans in the face-off circle, not Dolman. But Dolman's going to go in now. Gans is thrown out of there. Now the puck dropped. Gatzos in the slot. His shot blocked on the way to the goal by the defense. Now Airy in the near corner. Seconds left in the Baltimore power play. With the puck on the near boards, it's Dolman. Couldn't get it out. We're back at equal strength. Bob Airy now with a puck to Chin. At the point to Hotham. And he fires it left wing corner. Whistle now after the puck. They're up the near boards, and the Jacks will keep it in. Again, it's driven back deep in Nighthawks territory. Felchern after the puck. Checked by Bob Airy. Here's Chin now to Airy behind the goal. To Gatzos near corner. Gatzos centers one. Look out, Airy trying to stuff it in front, but Scott grabs it right there. And hangs on for the face-off. And again, there was Tony Felchern trying to tie it by a good Jacks penalty-killing unit. And also good goaltending by Jeff Cooper. Chin and Dolman. For the face-off, they step in. Now a false drop. And we'll drop it again here. As now Chin and Dolman moving in. And again we get a false drop. And again we'll do it again. And again. Can't seem to get organized in there. 12:36 left in the third period. Baltimore nothing and New Haven nothing. All right, puck finally dropped. It'll squirt to the far corner. Hammond now, scooted around the horn. To Fatillo on the near board. Sends it out up ice. Here's Dolman now with a burst of speed. Over the line, look out. Dolman moving in. A shot. Cooper with a left glove will hang on. And that shot by Marty Dolman. He'll squeeze that puck in the left glove and hang on for the face-off. Well, good chance there by the Nighthawks. Baltimore's penalty killing 82% coming into the game tonight, and that's going to be higher once this one's over, with Baltimore able to kill off 4 of the Nighthawks power plays. All right, puck drop, and Rowe will gather it in behind his own goal to Bork, and out to Carlson at center. Right wing pass out of the reach of Belanger at center, and New Haven now shooting it back into the neutral zone. Baltimore's got control, however. Here's Mike Rowe with a puck at the red line. He'll clear it in. Back behind the New Haven goal. He takes a hit from Nick Fatiu. Now in the near corner. Here's Boulanger with a puck. Behind the goal to Carlson. Carlson now. Fakes, stuffs in front. Phil Bork with a drive right on. Top of the right wing circle. There's Scott again to smother it. And again, he'll hang on for the faceoff. Jacks on the scoreboard here. Dahlman for New Haven. And Boulanger. Back of the net point to Bork. Makes the shot. Now will fire away. Glove by Ron Scott again, and he hangs on for the faceoff. I'm going to tell you something about the Skipjacks tonight. Their shots have been on goal. They have not been firing many off target, but Ron Scott has been the big force in the nets for New Haven, just as Jeff Cooper has been doing the job for Baltimore. The Jacks have been pressing the Nighthawks in this third period. Not much action down at the other end of the rink. Again, Boulanger and Dahlman. This time Dahlman clears it back behind the goal. Feltrin's there, but Boulanger steps into him. Off the puck he goes. But Feltrin, hard work, gets it back, steps to center. Feltrin now to Brennan over the line, but Brennan overskates the puck, and Phil Bork's got it. Bork couldn't get it out. Dahlman holding it in. To Brennan, right wing circle. Back for Dahlman. Tried to make a move, couldn't do it. Now at the point to Feltrin. Slap shot toward the goal. Kicked out by Jeff Cooper, and the puck comes to Ralston. He'll lead a three-man rush to center. Over the line to Carlson. Carlson back for Ralston. He's cutting in. A backhander. Scott with a save. Rebound kicked wide. Now it's still loose. To Carlson, side of the goal. In front of Boulanger. Score! Roger Boulanger backs in a rebound as Carlson Ralston stuffed that puck in front. Finally, the Jacks break the ice here. 8:43 in period number 3. And well, finally, the hard work by the Skipjacks has paid off as Roger Boulanger backhands it home in front of goalie Ron Scott. Now the Nighthawks come back. Here's Jim Weaver down the left wing into Baltimore territory. Here's a chance in front for Walker, but the pass went behind him, and the Jacks break back up ice. Here's Gary Rissling down the left wing into the zone in front for Giel, but Weaver took it away. And Walker gets it back. Feeds it up ice to Heath. 2-on-2 for New Haven. Heath left side to Gans, but the pass went beyond him. Now it's tipped to the near corner. Cooper now out of his cage. Steers it behind the goal. Walker now, look out to Heath. Heath now, side of the goal in front to Weimer. Backhander, he missed the net. Now they battle for the puck near corner. Gans and Hotham. They stack it up. Puck still loose. It squirts out. Side of the goal. Look out Heath with a play, but now lost the puck, and Hotham now looks for skating room. Swinging up the far boards, and Gary Rissling will poke it back into New Haven territory. 1-0 Skipjacks on the goal by Roger Boulanger. By New Haven now will deflect it back into Jacks territories. The Nighthawks change up on the fly. 10:19 to play. Bork right side to Bob Giel. And now ahead to Chin, but it's by him. And back to center. Darcy Roy will take over. Here's Roy now in over the line. Down the right wing. Roy slowed up, lost the puck. Charlesworth checked him. Now the Nighthawks forecheck. Fatiu behind the goal. Fatiu and Bob Airy getting their elbows up a little bit. But no damage done there as the linesmen quickly step in. Of the season from Tom Ralston and Steve Carlson at 8:43. So Boulanger is fourth of the campaign from Ralston and Carlson at 8:43, and that's the go-ahead goal right now for the Skipjacks. They lead 1-0. All right, puck dropped. And fire to center by the Skipjacks. Taken there by Fatiu. Fatiu being hounded by Colin Chin. Harry also checking Fatiu. Now look out, the Jack steal at the point. Bork trying to keep it in. Here's Gatsos in the right wing circle. Weak shot. Never got toward the goal, and it's poked back to the Jacks' end by New Haven. Here's Bork now. To Chin will look for skating room. Colin Chin tried to feed Airy over the line, but out of his reach. He'll go on goal. Scott will stop it. To the far corner now to Nichols. And now New Haven trying to get the puck out of the zone. They do so to Fatiu at center. Here comes the ex-Ranger, Nick Fatiu, into Baltimore territory. Trying to get up now for Hammond. Hammond now behind the goal. Here's Ken Hammond now with a puck to the near corner. Trying to skate away from Mitch Lamoureux. Now Hotham steps in and checks him. Puck is still loose. Now it's centered, but right there Gatsos took it away. And Gatsos will streak back for the Skipjacks. Gatsos in over the New Haven line. Now we get back deep behind the goal. Gatsos goes back to get it, but it's poked away from Gatsos and Ted Nolan by Jim Weimer. And he'll feed it up ice to Dahlman. Look out, getting around Mike Rowe. Dahlman now down the right side, but Rowe recovered. The check Dahlman, then he took the puck away. Clear to the line, not out. Look out, Weimer walking down the slot. The wrist shot blocked in front by Mike Rowe. Puck still loose, side of the goal. Now behind the net, Dolman now with the puck, trying to stuff it in front, but right there is Hoffman to knock it away. Weimer now with a centering try. That was broken up. Now Hoffman with the puck, getting it out to Ted Nolan. Nolan now 2-on-1 with Gatsos. Over the line to Gatsos. Gatsos now back for Nolan. Look out, puck is loose in the goal mouth. Nolan didn't see it, and Whistle finally clears it away. Around the horn, though, it's kept in by the Jacks. Here's a drive in front by Phil Bork from the right wing circle, and that's wide of the goal. Whistle now in the far corner. Checked by DeFazio. Dino holds it in. Swinging around the horn, near corner. Carlson now trying to get that puck. Brennan fighting him for it. Now DeFazio along the near boards to Bork. He'll wrist it back behind the Nighthawks net. 7:45 to play, period number 3. Jacks in the lead now. Here's Carlson, side of the goal to DeFazio, but he was tripped up, couldn't get to the puck. And now Rob Whistle, defenseman for the Nighthawks. Shooting it up ahead for Dolman. Dolman now into Baltimore territory, being hounded from behind. Now he's checked off the puck, but it's deflected back behind the Baltimore goal. Rowe and Walker go to the backboards, and the puck loose, taken by Tom Ralston. Beat it up right side for DeFazio. It's by him, taken by Feltrin at his own blue line. To Gans. Look out over the line to Randy Heath. Heath moving in the drive, kicked out by Jeff Cooper with the right pad. On the far boards, here's Ralston now, going to try to tie it up. In there checking him was Dave Gans. Now the puck cleared down ice. Do we have icing? Yes, we do. Back to get it, Tony Feltrin. He touches. Tim Donnelly back with you at the Baltimore Civic Center. 1-0. The Skipjacks have the lead. 6:55 to play here in period number 3. The lone goal of the game belongs to Roger Belanger. An assist from Tom Ralston and Steve Carlson here in period 3. On off the face-off. Jacks have the puck. They shoot it down ice again. And again we'll get icing unless Risling can beat Hammond to the puck. But Hammond will touch up. And that'll be icing again here against the Skipjacks. We're back on the air on Wednesday from Hershey, where the Jacks will try to win their first game of the season at the Hershey Park Arena. The Bears are flying. And we'll have the game for you right here on WITH. Puck drop. It'll go back to the left point to Feltrin. He'll backhand it back behind the Baltimore goal. Now Walker in the far corner, fighting for the puck with Bobby Guillot and Todd Charlesworth. Finally, they'll stack it up back there, and we'll get a face-off coming up again in Jack's territory. Time check, 6:33 left here in period number 3. We'll have a complete look at the American League scores and the National League scores following our broadcast. Of course, always a regular feature of our post-game show, so please stay with us for that. All right, Carlson up front with Guillot and Risling. And Carlson now for the face-off in the right wing circle of Jack's territory. Gans and Carlson for the draw, and Carly wins it away from Gans. Up the left wing boards to Risling. Can he get it out? Yes, he will to Carlson, 2-on-2. Carlson over the line, the slap shot deflected on the way to the goal by Feltrin and wide. Now Wally Weir holding it in to Carlson, near corner. Couldn't get a play on the puck, he was checked. Now Hammond and Weir tied up near corner, and the puck finally just squirts outside the line and back into Baltimore ice. Haven changing up on the fly, Baltimore doing the same. Here's Weir in his own zone to Charlesworth. Now ahead to Lamoureux. Mitchell deflect the puck deep in Nighthawks territory. And back to get it now for New Haven is Rob Whistle. He shoots it ahead, but nobody there for New Haven. Now DeFazio steals. Dino went over the line to Nolan. Nolan closing in. A shot, and he fired it high above the New Haven cage up under the crowd. What a shot there by Ted Nolan. Got their stick in the way of that shot, much to the delight of goaltender Ron Scott. I don't think he was looking forward to having to stop that one. Face-off now in the right wing circle of the Nighthawks end. Baltimore has the lead, 1-0, 5:46 left here in the game. The only goal of this game coming here in period 3. Roger Belanger's 4th goal of the season. All right, Lamoureux draws it back at the point. Bork's drive blocked by the defense in front and goes wide of the goal. And now Gans gave it right to Nolan. Nolan will hold it in now. Down the left wing, tried to feed Lamoureux in front. And that's broken up on the Nighthawks defense. Haven now trying to work it out. On the right side with a puck. Here comes Marty Dolman now at center. Dahlman feeding it left side to Brennan. Brennan back for Dahlman, trying to make a play, but Bork tied him up from behind. Off the puck he goes. Now the near corner, Lamoureux jamming up along with Nick Fatio. And they'll freeze it near corner, Baltimore end for the face-off. Tim Donnelly back live with the Civic Center. Here's Carlson now, shooting it up ahead for Ralston. It's off his stick. Now it's back in the Nighthawks' end. Flipped off the glass, back to center by New Haven. Phil Bork waits for his teammates to clear the zone, then fires it back into the Nighthawks' end. Puck picked up by defenseman Ken Hammond. Beat it up off the right wing boards, down the right side for Dahlman, but that's offside. A two-line pass called against the Nighthawks. One final tonight, Nova Scotia defeated Moncton by a score of 5-2. And that game was a final, so Nova Scotia getting a win. Their record now 5-5-1. They'll temporarily get out of the cellar tonight, at least a tie for fourth place. At the end of two, St. Catharines and Binghamton tied at 3 goals apiece. And after two, Rochester shutting out Fredericton 2-0. Face-off just inside the Nighthawks blue line. Carlson and Rogers. Outside of the line, loose, and now Bork will take over, cutting it down the left wing boards and shooting it in, back deep in New Haven territory. And Whistle goes back to get it now for the Nighthawks. 4:43 left, period number 3. And New Haven now, Whistle will move the puck out of his own end, steps to center at the red line, now fires it off the wood and back into Jack's territory behind the goal, racing it after it, Erickson, checked by Phil Bork. And the loose puck comes to Ralston. He'll wheel back for the Skipjacks. Here's Tommy Ralston, left wing to Belanger, out of his reach. Pass didn't connect. And now it's back to center. And Robbie Fattori wanted a penalty called against the Skipjacks there. He was shouting at referee Robbie Schick, hey, the Jacks had too many men on the ice. As the Jacks break into the New Haven zone, offside. And we're going to face it off here in the neutral zone in the center circle. No score through the first 2 periods, and the only goal in this one belongs to Roger Belanger. He's getting hot. That's 4 goals now for Roger in his last 3 games. Like to get him rolling. Face off in the center circle, Chin and Gans draws it back to Hammond. He sends in Walker down the right wing, but Airy with a good defensive play. Check Walker. Now Rowe with a puck up to Gatsos. Couldn't get it out. Weimer holding it in left point. Now they jam up near corner as Chin getting a fight for the puck from Gans, and now it squirts out to Bob Airy. One man to beat Hammond. Airy into the zone now. Holds it up top of the right wing circle. In for Chin. A backhander! He shoots and scores! Chin from Bob Airy. And he put a perfect backhander by Ron Scott. Great insurance goal by Colin Chin. And with 3:48 left to play here in period number 3. It is Baltimore 2 and New Haven nothing. On the goal from Colin Chin. That's Chin off the face-off. Will backhand it to the New Haven line. It's by Hammond. Now the Nighthawks break in. They shot off the goalpost and it's cleared back to center. Cooper got a break there. Now here's Chin at center ice with a puck. Down the left wing, Chin. Drop pass for Airy. Airy now top of the circle, trying to make a play. Can't do it. Airy still after the puck. It's loose in the crease. They're in the slot, I beg your pardon, and now finally poked to center. Nighthawks have it now. Weimer trying to come into Baltimore territory, but Wally Weir stands him up at the blue line. And the puck now back at center, cleared into the Jacks' end by New Haven. They change up on the fly here. Under 3 minutes left, period number 3. Gatsos tried to feed Risling away at center, broken up. Now Risling gets it back, down the left wing. The slap shot, Scott will knock it down with a blocker. Risling goes after his rebound in the far corner. Puck poked up the boards, Nichols now. Over to Brennan, and Bork steps into him. Now he turns around, Bork does, fires one, top of the right wing circle. And the stop made by Ron Scott. Nichols now on the far boards, can he get it out? No, he can't, Risling holding it in. Back around the horn. In the near corner, Felcher now trying to work it out to center. Here's Tony Felcher now in his own zone for the Nighthawks. Steps to center at the red line now. He'll loft it in, right wing corner, Jacks in. Back to get it Risling. He gave the puck right to Brennan, far corner. Brennan now goes behind the goal. Held in check by Charlesworth. Look out, pass in front, side of the goal, Nichols shot. And a weak one stopped by Jeff Cooper. And the loose puck cleared all the way down ice. And on goal, Ron Scott forced to make the stop. Whistle now in his own end. 2-0 Skipjacks. Whistle now tried to feed it rink wide, hit the back of Simpson, and deflects back into Nighthawks territory. Now Nolan checked by Feltrin. Here's Nolan now. Stuffs the puck in front, but a whistle and a cross-check here called against Ted Nolan. They say cross-check Tony Feltrin knocked him down behind the New Haven net. And so Nolan will spend a couple of minutes in the pokey here. 1:45 left, period number 3. It is 2-0 in favor of the Skipjacks, and this is Skipjacks Hockey on AM 1230 WITH. Back live at the Baltimore Civic Center. Tim Donnelly with you with 1:40 left here in period number 3. Jack's second goal. Colin Chin is third from Bob Airy and Wally Weir at 16:12. Nolan now off for cross-checking at 18:15. Nighthawks now with a power play. They'll try to get at least one here. Right wing circle. Here's Mike Rogers with a puck. Rogers holding it up. Takes a look around. Center point to Hammond. Hammond out. Right wing circle to Rogers. Extra attacker is on. Scott goes to the bench. Here's a drive in front. Save in front by Cooper. Rebound cleared away. Now in the slot, Carlson trying to backhand it out of the zone. Can't do it. Rogers now in the near corner. A 2-man advantage for New Haven. Rogers now in the left wing circle. Left point to Weimer. Can't get a shot away. Right wing circle now. Circle to Dahlman. His shot blocked in front by Belanger. Last minute of play now. Dahlman with a puck. At the far point to Hammond. Now we're going to get a fight going in front of goaltender Jeff Cooper. It's Phil Bork and Brian Erickson. Now Rogers steps in, and Carlson grabs a hold of Rogers. As Erickson and Phil Bork are pounding away at each other in front of goaltender Jeff Cooper. We are back at the Civic Center. Last 48 seconds of play. One-man advantage now for the Nighthawks. And Scott goes to the bench now. Extra attacker on for New Haven. They have 2 extra men on now. Here's a try now by Walker. His drive knocked down in front by Rogers. Chin backhands to the line, not out. Weimer now at the right point to Hammond. Back of the left point to Weimer. Here comes the drive. No, he fakes it. Back to Hammond. Top of the right wing circle. There's the slot shot. And let's see. Loose score, New Haven. Oh, wait a minute now. I think they're going to get a no-goal signaling here. Dick Whitler, the goal judge, behind the Jacks goal, and he never lit the lamp. Mike Rogers saying he had the goal. And Rogers will go to the dressing room. He's been tossed out of the game. A 10-minute misconduct for Mike Rogers, his second of the game. Well, the goal judge did not light the lamp, and referee Robbie Schick agreed. Still 21 seconds left, and a 2-man advantage still for New Haven. Nolan in the box for the rest of this period, plus the goaltender. Ron Scott has been pulled for another attacker. Carlson and Dahlman for the face-off. Right wing circle, Baltimore in. It goes back to the far corner. Now to Fatillo, is shot blocked by Carlson. Fatillo gets it back, shot saved by Cooper. He got the glove on it. Now in front to Dahlman, his drive wide of the goal. Now Gans behind the goal. Checked by Wally Weir. 10 seconds left. Weir will try to tie it up here. Now in the near corner. Puck cleared down ice. And that's it. The game is over. Jeff Cooper will get the shutout tonight as the Skipjacks shut out the New Haven Nighthawks by a score of 2-0. And the Jacks come off the bench to mob Jeff Cooper, who will get the shutout tonight for the Skipjacks. And what a great game he played. I must admit, Ron Scott at the other end of the ice deserved a much better fate tonight. He played well equally, but Cooper and the Jacks keep the Nighthawks off the scoreboard. And the losing streak is over. Our final score tonight, the Skipjacks 2,